All right, back in we go. About to head into the final chapter. It's the final countdown. I like how she just left my party like, I ain't going with you.
Make haste. I would have words with you.
Okay, calm down, Withers. I'll get to you in just a minute, okay? First, I gotta figure out why all of my stuff is so tangled. There we go. I'm like, I just need my iPhone charger. There we go. And now I'm ready to play.
At least things have stayed interesting.
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Heck no.
Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
All right.
What's up for discussion?
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter, Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. You make it sound so simple. She is the chosen of Baal, Lord of Murder, and one of the cult's founders. Indeed, she is the one who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Orin was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile.
Oh, I love it.
It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control. In the long history of these realms, few people have attempted anything so bold. What I propose is nigh on impossible, but if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain. When we killed the tieflings at the Grove, I was not in control of my actions. You do not have that excuse. So I ask you, why? Why kill them?
Interesting. Okay.
A wise ploy, and it was successful to an extent. We did not find a cure, but we found our purpose. I am satisfied. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
Alright, level 7. This is probably the lowest level I've ever been going into Baldur's Gate. It's just fine with me. It means more time I get to rummage around in Baldur's Gate. Hi there, girly. What are you doing? Come here. Go on. Get your booty out of the way. You don't have to come sit down here with me if you don't want to, but you can't sit in front of my mom. That's not gonna fly. Yeah, no. Come here. Come on. Ah, good old evasion. Love evasion on roads. Nice. We'd be jumping up in here. And 4th level stuff. What do we want to get rid of? Knock. Going out the window, because we've got a rogue. We don't need knock. Actually grab daylight. I'm gonna need that. And then, let's see.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and 2 more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead 3 holding the chain. reminds me of old times. More than anyone should. But I never dreamed I'd see the dead three working in consort with Illithids. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Hard to believe that she would want to join. Yeah, I was about to say, like...
Of course. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived,
I have a hard time believing
I should
Jaheira
hang
would
up my
want to
blades.
join me
You
after
convinced me otherwise.
slaughtering
We
everybody
ventured into darkness together.
in the last light in.
Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe
I can
house
keep
in Worm's Crossing.
Jaheira in my back pocket as a
Denthelan's
backup
Dancing
character.
Axe. We do well to check in with them
In case I
before entering
alienate
the
anybody
city.
else.
Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh?
You coming to sit up here with me?
I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
You have defeated Ketheric Thorm. Yet you, who were content to leave Dame Aelin in his thrall until it served you best. How do you account for it?
I'd do it again if the whim struck me.
Not personal for you, perhaps. You played a game of life and death using mine as a chip in your pile. I will not forget it. But nor will I turn down a powerful ally in the fight for Faerun. I am Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden Selûne, champion of her causes in this fine realm. If you seek to protect it, our aims are aligned, even if you've much to learn about the methods of a true champion. I will join your camp, that we may discuss what must needs be discussed. You certainly will.
Need to find a way forward.
Oh, look at all this stuff I can poach.
Action, not reaction.
Alright, I'm now fully loaded with 2 kitties. Hi, baby girl. Thanks for joining us.
Found and taken.
Any particular reason you gotta go all the way back there for the spear? A little strange. Climb up and over and go backward. I feel like you could just reach right through there. I like how the Zentarum always leave a little bit of something behind. They pack up all the important stuff. That's enough for me. Let's head on over. I think this is the fastest way.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead. and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already
I
inspired
like how this is
those
supposed to
around
be
you.
Barsul's.
Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you, but if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets together.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Curse did not fall with Ketheric Thorn. Beware the shadows.
Alright,
Someone there?
Eager for battle.
Awaiting orders.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Blackets will be done.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. At the ready.
I never did go down to get those buffs. Oh well. I skipped a lot of content to get here. You know, just barely getting to level 7, like,
No turning back
realistically.
once we start down that road.
Lot of content, man. But, oh yeah, I didn't miss this though.
Wargaz failed to kill you. I made the same mistake.
Forgot all about these jerks. Yes, you done? There you go. Say, anytime now. I already used their reaction, so what the hell? I'll go down over here.
They'll take me out. For my queen! Let my name be known.
Nice. Not so nice.
Go for the throat.
Let's see. Yeah, no, it's way too far up for that. Oh! Well, hello there. That's it. Okay, let's see. Not enough space. I feel like I should be able to jump up onto the ledge here. Come on. That might be close enough. Not quite. Look at that. So close. And yet so far away. Alright, well then let's at least do a little of this. Piercing? No, hamstring. Missed.
Let's turn someone inside out.
I don't have healing potions. I didn't give him any healing potions. That was a mistake. Whoops. Oh, those are some big hits. Bam. He has a lot of health.
Shall cut and run.
That guy's got a lot of health. That one's got very little. Let's go ahead and... Three definitely does it. And still don't have any potions. Sadly enough.
With finesse.
Ow. Well, she's gonna win this one-on-one. Oh, but I'm frightened. That's not cool. Yeah, I can do that too, bitch. And I can lag. Yeah, see, look at that delay. 25 damage. Bet you're scared now. Let's see. Banishment. Okay, I have a lot more scrolls. I have enfeeblement. That could have been useful earlier in the fight. I need gust of wind. Those two though, those are nice. What's this one? Which one do I want to use? Let's go ahead and use. Oh, whoops. I think I just hit Minthara. My bad. Wow, he survived with 3! Guys! He's living! Little prayer! Yep, we'll shield. We'll shield it. He'll miss again? No! He got a crit! Oh, she dodged it. Oh, the knockback. And she's frightened again. Not like this. And this one's hiding like a coward. Is there a world where I can hit him? I think so. I think he's outside the... You know what's weird is... Yep. I feel like I should be able to target him. Do I have any like fire arrows? Darkness arrow. Man, this fight's been rough. Do I pop one of those? Really? I think I have to. Nice of you to come over. Yeah, I'm still frightened. I do have that scroll. The potion of speed could be good here, but it also could be my doom. Let's do it. Let's not be all in while we have disadvantage. Give us at least a chance to hit here. I had to dash, so this is good news. Vampire touch. Interesting. Ooh, nice. Okay, wow, I'm no longer frightened. Alright, I feel pretty good about this. Let's see. let's finally use this. We're doing slashing damage. Let's go. Let's bonus action to do this. But vulnerable to slashing. Slash the weak. Yeah. Woo! Alright, 2 of us died. But we made it. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Maybe it was a little ambitious not taking a long rest after the Kefir fight and going straight. Trying to go straight to Baldur's Gate.
Let's have a look.
That's okay. This is why we have trolls over Vivify. Target is one.
Fast. I must heal.
I have 2 of these. Let's see, what is this? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, man. Same, it's just got some extra effects. Totally worth it. By the way. He doesn't really have, but so this has got resistance to cold damage. With this, we would have produce flame. Honestly, the advantage on Constitution saving throws is worth it. Oh, and that's much more Astarian, to be honest. The red robe was kind of throwing me off, but that's a good look for him too. Now, I don't have mage armor necessarily, but what he does have is draconic resilience. So it's different. So I don't think he gets the effect of that, but this allows him to cast mage armor. So yeah, then he'd have the effect. So it's not going to increase his AC, but yeah. So now, each successful saving throw will cause the source to take a d4 of radiant damage. That's pretty cool. He's got produce flame. Interesting.
Go.
Look at Mithara's constitution. He's over here just living.
Looking ahead. Hold fast. I'm coming.
Giggity.
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what my character's all about anyway, so I'm on board.
Wonder if the guards are
Arrow of
watching
many
me.
targets. Thank you very much. Drop my weapons over here. Alright, let's get the hell out of this first
Shadow
place.
curse still taints the land. Perhaps we could have lifted it, had we tried.
Nah.
Looks like an army marched through.
Why would I care about that? I don't care what this place is like. It'll be bitterly difficult for a party of your level. Yeah, I heard that one before. Okay, who wants to speak with me? Who the hell? Also, Starian, would you put that thing away? Getting annoying.
I have such
Giant
a headache. We get along quite well, I think.
Aha, she's the one I was talking
As you approach Minthara, you feel her mind reaching out to yours, tentative and curious. Then it retreats, soft as a whisper.
Sorry. Old habits. I did not ask permission. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts without hesitation and took what I needed from your memories. I would not do that again, unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from me. And I do not. I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our mutual enmity for the Absolute. I was wrong. A deeper bond has grown between us. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I? Curiosity. Until my time in the cult of the Absolute, I had spent little time on the surface, except to raid and pillage. I did not expect to find any outside the Underdark who saw the world as I do, and wanted from the world what I want. I did not expect you. I have been told that I am special since my mother first held me in her arms. The burden of expectation. Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I knew that I was destined for greatness because I was born to it. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. That the bonds of fellowship and family could be broken by envy and ambition. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself, and I understood the world around me. Now, nothing is certain. Without Lolth, without the Absolute, without my home, I do not know myself. But you do, I think. Show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see? The cold shell of Minthara's mind melts away, and you are drawn into the heart of her. Warm, passionate, and dangerous.
I have never lacked confidence, but this conflict seems so much bigger than the two of us. It frightens me. I do not know if we will survive it. But whatever life remains to us, I would gladly spend it fighting at your side. And lying with you at night.
Her mind touches yours, feather light and hesitant. A stark contrast to the confidence with which her thoughts intruded on yours in the past.
Tonight, there will be no voices, no orders, no gods. I belong only to you.
Oh, bravo, bravo! You are growing up to be a fine fellow of the most degraded caliber. Ha! The cleric and last light, all are now but an ichord slag heap. And it was all your own work. You didn't even need your butler's advice. You have acted with the utmost decorum. First the bard, now this triumph. Don't worry, Master. I will ensure you have a diverse roster of victims from now on. Hapless menfolk deserve death just as much as the girl is. It would damage your reputation if the fearing public thought you a predator. After all, you're far worse than one of those base, lusty spree killers. Oh, I rather got carried away there. Wherever are my manners? Sceleritas fell. Your undyingly loyal servant. Your butler. Before our separation. Oh, don't say it like that. You're clearly the same old knife-happy lunatic I have loved ever long. Your little indisposition has not been able to get rid of what's on the inside. The evil in your rotten heart. A part of your past is here for you. I come with your disgusting prize. This prize is no payment, but a sign of reverence towards you. Come closer, my depraved prodigy. Try on your new gym jams. They're a present from Father. It would be rude not to. Such a strapping young behemoth.
You cannot speak, but you have command over your own cruelty.
Interesting. That's a very familiar form that I have there.
Do not be afraid, my tainted angel. Sceleritas will ensure you stay in harm's way. This form is the Slayer. You will do many naughty feats with it. Oh, I wish I had time to wax your hide and brush your spines. But your adoring butler must away. But you should be hopeful for your bright future. You are going to kill again soon. you will keep chopping down the Moon Maiden's family tree. I shall return when you next have need of me. I have your estate to attend to. We will meet again there. Good night, sweet master.
Who's next?
Nice to have aid back. Again, I still don't know why this is inactivatable, but that's fine. Unless there's another aura.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Who cares? I've got power to go seize.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Good time for a chat.
Did we really have to kill the Moon Maiden's servant? I won't weep for her, but we could have used her as leverage instead. Sometimes we need to think with our heads before our knives, dear.
You wish to consult me?
This is a weird line.
I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind. And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face was a mask of blood. But he did not fall. He did not even falter. When we won the day, Ketheric's armor was bent and shattered, but his flesh was unmarked. I have lived long enough to know that few things are impossible in this world. Ketheric's power is a rare thing, though. I have never seen its like. The necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric's chief advisor. One who has mastery over the dead may well be able to help the living cheated. He is usually in his laboratory, elbow deep in offal, or clinging to his master's side. If he left Moonrise, his mission must be urgent. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great general.
Interesting that that line is still there.
I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Ketheric was a great leader. Life was crueler to him than death. It is no great wonder that he found his strength in Merkel. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First, Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize. As are we. And if the coming battle breaks us, I hope that someone will mourn our passing, despite the bodies we have left in our wake. I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute. When I have had my vengeance on the cult, I do not know if my oath will still hold. I do know that when I take the Absolute's power, I will not lose control of it as our enemies have. I will harness it to create a more perfect world. Any who object to the laws of that world will have no place in it, of course. And I will gladly eradicate them. A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind? He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave. Free. What purpose does he have that does not involve his master? He fears him, he hates him, he dreams of him, and he will either kill him or die trying. Astarion is no more free of Cazador than you or I are free of our tadpoles. He will only be free when Cazador is dead, and that is as it should be. When the time comes, we must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life, but the power that has sustained him as well. I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture. To one who only sees the surface of things, perhaps. You should look deeper. There is a fanaticism in the Loth Swarm that lends itself to chaos. They turn their blades on one another as readily as on outsiders. The Gith have stricter hierarchies and stronger commitment to a single cause. Some, like Lae'zel, question that cause. But even so, she retains the discipline of her training.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? A thrill courses through you at the thought. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
Fight
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
One day I'll catch a break.
Here I can take those 3, I'm sure. Fine.
I'm under attack.
Watch your back.
You need my expertise.
Get him, little brains.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry. I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Coming on down. Yeah.
Geich abomination! By the one true sky, what is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. I am the reason you are free. We are more alike than you want to admit. Look past it. I know you don't want to, but you must. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now!
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not!
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide.
In some of our... First of all, let's bonus action. Start organizing my bar more efficiently. Let's see. A lot of arrows, man. Let's go ahead and come in forward. One spell for haste. That'd be just a little bit further forward.
Destroy the honor guard.
hasted Barsul. I did not mean to haste Barsul. I meant to haste her. Oh. Let's see. No, acid hits everybody. What's the one that doesn't hit everybody? Illuminator. That's right. These are belong to me. They belong in a museum. Let's see. AC's just too damn high. Stunned, I like it. Two health left. Right, come on, Barsul. There we go. Attaboy.
On my way.
Victory awaits.
Whiff, whiff, whiff.
Tormented.
Dodge that.
I must regain control of the Yankee Prince. Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Elithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself Queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. A very One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, he would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Fools in its design. Denial will change nothing. You have already benefited from that tadpole of yours. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I am pleased to hear that. You will do very well as an Illithid. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. The transformation will not be complete. The physical alteration in particular will only be partial. But your potential will certainly be amplified. Would you like to do it? Would you like to evolve?
Skra! Whatever this gig offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Even as you are, you have shown rationality that puts you far above your kind. You will do well as an Illithid. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
Classic. We get expertise in persuasion, deception, and intimidation. Which, you know, now that I think about it, I might have already had all of those. Anyway. And definitely want the Mind Blast. I'd like to have Psionic Dawn, but we'll see how many tadpoles I get a hold of.
Should mind my step. No traps, please.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. The Emperor, yes. A stunning revelation. But not so stunning as the prisoner. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshes teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided?
How so? But that'll do it.
Galik, the Elder Brain. It could be the harbinger of the grand design and the doom of the Githyanki. The end time of the 16 planes will be upon us, and the Astral would be the first to fall. Very well. I will accept what this damnable Geich has to offer. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet.
Life, it once did.
Go on. Don't be afraid.
coldness. The tadpoles that you feel different.
Perhaps once the
Alright, one down.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Two to go.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
You wish to consult me? We will need every advantage to survive the battles that are to come. And my illithid parasite has already shown its worth. If this superior tadpole is capable of unlocking my mind's full potential, it is a tempting proposition. Its influence on you is plain to see. You are sublime. I will be unstoppable.
Wow, she doesn't need much convincing.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you.
Go on. Don't be afraid.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Have to keep going. I'd like some time to talk.
The Starian will be the difficult one. Well, no, Lazal was the difficult one.
We owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No. That was before I knew the cost. Before I knew it meant transforming into some grotesque beast. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really. Wouldn't that be a crime? I'm really not sure.
Woo! That's not very nice. We're sending in this as a darker campaign. I'm not supposed to be nice.
Damn it. Damn you. All right. I'll do it.
Life, it once
Go on. Don't be
a cold. The tadpole's essence, you feel different. Your body has never felt more connected.
Perhaps one.
My dagger-happy friend. What troubles you?
It doesn't look too bad on him. It always looks more
Bar
ugly
flies before
right
me.
at the transformation, and then it really calms down after that.
You wish to consult me?
I am yours. Come to me.
I have never needed anyone, but I want you. I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded. Tadpole. The Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational mind like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The Absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable.
All right. For real this time. We're going to the city. Or at least to the shanty town outside the city.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
At your command.
I have 2 left. It doesn't really use their reactions.
In your name.
When she's already got charm, so I can definitely give her science dominance. I think I can also give her black hole. It's pretty amazing.
I've got a long road ahead. More for me. Light on my feet. What's hiding here?
We gotta find a place to sell some of this stuff. Oh, and I should wear some of this stuff. Let's see, somebody needs to wear Reaper's Embrace. That's gonna be Minthara. Yeah, that looks great on her. That might be her forever armor right there. It's perfect. I like the Warhammer for her because it deals bludgeoning damage. So there's quite a few things that have. Let's see, and this can be wielded with a shield. Yeah, I think I like that even better. Yeah, because he can't wield shields, sadly. Right. He is not proficient. Loads of archery. Dark Justiciar gauntlets. Dexterity. Pretty good for him. And then, let's see. Yeah, those are better than these for her. Iron branded shield. I want that for her more than this. Maybe. So this gives while Reaper's rigidity is active, it gives disadvantage on dex saving throws. This gives advantage on dex saving throws, so it cancels it out. That's why Ketheric had both, so he could have it neutral. Her dexterity isn't super high, but it's not super low either. When she gets a plus, she does get a +6 to dexterity saving throws. So, yeah, her not having advantage is kind of a big deal. I think it's bigger than the +1 AC. Yeah, I like where that's at. Give those to her. Those to her. Or carry some of the heavy load here.
Searching.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? Dream in red.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. But, I'm...
Wow.
I don't know where to go.
The child ignores you. Would you like me to dispose of her?
All right. Sorry.
Get out of here.
There is so much wrong with that name.
Refugees traveling alone.
Sound off.
Don't have the clue to get into the city. Don't have the strength to fix another 10 men on the road.
For a moment, I thought the city might sink into the Underdark.
They were big, and they were angry.
I don't care how big it is. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Sorry. I just get so excited doing the best job ever.
This answer is a little too real for me. It's
Yeah, I get to talk to people all day and work for the best damn smith in all of Rivington, Gildro Angliron. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil.
Do some trading before I'm a total jerk to her. Let's see. Now this is the ideal armor for barbarians, but we're not running barbarian this time around. Let's see. Glaive. Let's see. Elven chain.
Trust no one.
Yeah, I think Elven chain is what we want for him. Not that I don't like the Moon Devotion robe. It's just this is going to give him a +4 to AC. It's going to put his AC up to 21, which is totally crazy. Well, no, actually... Okay, it'd be a +2. Yeah, this will put him at 19. Which is pretty good. But you know what, actually? The issue with this armor is that he doesn't get the advantage on con saves. Because he's doing... I mean, basically, the big thing we have Astarion doing is he has one concentration spell that we do at the beginning of every fight, which is the twin-spelled haste. It's really important for him to succeed on that con save. So, yeah, we're going to leave the advantage. I think about it. Let's see. Scale mail +2. Meh. Chainmail +2.
What now?
I mean, it's definitely not better than Reaper's Embrace.
I crave blood.
I think it's that great versus Psionic Ward Armor. So this is 17. Yeah, it's not really worth the gold at this point in the game. We'll take these though. Ambusher. I think that's better than either of my short swords. Nah. Same with the shield. I'm about to get a new longbow. Ooh, let's see. A +1 bonus to initiative rolls. Your sneak attacks deal an additional 1 or force damage. It's pretty good. So that, I think, let's see, better than proficiency with longbows and shortbows. In addition, your ranged weapon attacks deal an additional 2 damage. Let's see. We'll take off the gloves of archery and the longbow. Yeah, so the issue is I don't have proficiency with longbows without the gloves of archery. So those are staying on. And as good as this is, you know, I need it. Well, I mean, plus, you know, 2 extra damage, pretty much on par with the average of 1d4. Similar. But that said, we will grab all the arrows she's got. But yeah, otherwise, I actually don't want anything from her this game. Normally, this is the big one. Let's actually get some stuff here. Man, it's crazy how much arrows cost.
We'll be safe in the wilds.
Citizens only.
I don't teach you how to pray, so don't
I should speak out.
Investigate.
Nothing more against Father Logan. I've nothing against Father.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Logan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I suppose you're right. But the Crying One has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here. Brilgor was a criminal, sure, but there's no way he killed Logan. Investigator Valeria might be content to blame the politically convenient target, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's funny.
Not for any god worthy of the name. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've a temple to run.
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
We have the duty.
That's kind of cool. Couple of ships sailing through the bay.
Dead. This does not bode well.
Okay. So let's...
Fascinating. Still means dead. Crime of passion. Outraged.
Nothing hurts anymore. Citizens only. I won't say it again.
But we want clear from arm.
Let's have like a potion or a scroll of invisibility. Let's see, do I have a potion of invisibility? That I don't. Okay. Well, should have collected one of those. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to figure out how to get around. See if I can sneak around.
All right, time to skulk about.
Target is too far, huh?
Have to keep going.
About So, do I have another arrow of transportation? No. I don't know how I'm gonna get over there.
Very well.
It's time to go shopping.
Great headline.
Oh, this could maybe work. Down here. Let's try the other end. And that's past the gate. That's much easier. I would make it now way too hard in my other playthroughs.
I know you have.
I don't mind it. Let's see. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real.
I found so many victims for Cavalier. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass. It will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants, walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Just out of view. A couple turns should do it.
Tough walk. I do miss guidance. How about that natural one? There we go. There's a natural 20. There's the balance.
Might be useful. A list of these are tunnels under the open hand temple. The dead priest's name is written next to them. Don't mind if I do. On my way.
Gore near the bed.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Wow. Another natural 20.
You notice the blood's source.
By the way, we've managed to just leave her in the dust here. I see. Never made the trip with us.
No one stopped me yet. One day I'll catch a break.
That's fine. Got all I needed from that.
You have gold. Damn, Hoots. That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Yes, you do. Take your time. Have a drink.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? I need proof.
Let's see. I think that's what I needed.
The open hand temple.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss? A Baal plot. You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, that's just insulting. I am an investigator, you know. But I'm off the clock. And this is Devella's pet project. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting?
Got the person with you. They enjoyed it.
My tool will do the trick.
This is one of my favorite interactions in the game.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you. Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Woo!
Here we go again.
Time to kill. On my way.
Never a dull moment.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flare is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than powerful. An emperor to emperors. Your head adorned with a crown of gold, diamond, and ruby. The heavens tremble with the steps of your army. All beasts, all men and women, all creatures of the plains bow to your might.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
All right.
Walk in death. Better not be cursed. Seems like a good moment to talk.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. You're too kind, and extremely insightful. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's steel and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a Diabolus can offer some comfort. Or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
Fair enough. There's the Orphic hammer. Now that is a war hammer, so Mentor might actually want to use it. It's a +3. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. Yeah, so just slightly more damage. Yeah, it's not bad.
Mind never quiet.
I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Prince Orpheus free. The Emperor can't shut us out forever. The closer the Elder Brain, the closer we come to facing Orpheus in his own prison. Now, to the Shares's Caress taproom. We must tell Voss the news.
Have I been this way before?
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. I was absent for one moment. If there is one thing you can be certain of, it's that the devil will come to collect. But that is your problem. I will not let you put our survival at risk. I have Orpheus well under control. Stay away from him. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
What's up for discussion?
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So quick to share it with him. This is not wise.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane?
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
And there is Lae'zel's forever weapon. Sword of the Astral Plane. So good. Still gets to keep the Soulbreaker attack, which is just, yeah, That thing is massive. In fact, let's move some stuff around.
Fresh orders?
Ow, knocking the target prone. That could be really good.
Well, hello.
Birthday boy is just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is Suresh' caress
Let's move.
And she had black hole too.
I am listening.
First, yeah, okay. Let's have that over Shepherd straight. Alright.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Really, I know you love me and I know you want to sit with me, but you can't literally sit in front of me. Not okay. Yeah, you can lay down over here though. Or not. Whatever, whatever. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. Oh! Or I could hit a natural 20. That's fine.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. To break Orpheus free, we will need the Orphic Hammer. Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver. Unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grand Design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver.
Moving ahead.
Alright. Time to finally make a beeline. Well, almost a beeline.
Thanks. I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Up there, Danthalon's dancing act. A Harper safe house to hear about.
My heart flutters at the thought.
Welcome to Danthilon's dance.
Greetings. How may I be of service?
Yeah, she doesn't use maneuvers. So it's not really a big deal to her. We're about to get our really good weapon there. But the two things that are really good is the mask and the cloak. Yeah, the cloak with displacement. This is the best cloak in the game. he's got lots of arrows. Let's see. Fearless focus, fire arrows, elixir of vigilance, potion of speed, all the arrows. What if I do? Yeah, so the horns of the berserker.
By my oath.
Definitely gonna be better for her than this. +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking creatures that are already taken damage, and then unarmed strikes deal an additional 2 necrotic damage, or unarmed strikes and melee attacks deal an extra 2 necrotic damage as long as you don't have your full health. If you don't deal any damage this turn, you take 1 to 4 necrotic damage, but yeah. Super good for her. Take that off, and then we don't have very many cloaks in the party. So yeah, I mean, she's definitely going to get the cloak, too.
For your sake.
Still saving that iron flask for a rainy day. My food is on the way. So I'll be taking a break here in just a few minutes. Even though, you know, it's been nice snuggling with my kitties and playing and making progress. So much so, I will be back to it before long. You know, eat my dinner and coming right back. Alright, so helm. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That looks gorgeous on her. Look. Yeah, it really ties the whole thing together, to be honest. She looks like a badass. Look at that. Beautimus. All right. Let's see. This goes to Astarion. Give. No, he's already got. No, actually, this doesn't. I don't really need these very much. He's already got advantage on con saves from his armor. That's it, right? Advantage on concentration saves. Oh, and yeah, you can't be magically put to sleep. Yeah. Or charmed. Oh, charmed is also advantage. That's, you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Short fat.
Alright, off we go.
As if any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing your watch opponent for the first time.
Another quake.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Well, Valyria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure.
Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and hop off as we head on in to Worm's Rock Fortress.